Welcome to the Alabama A&M Football Review. Highlights, features, and analysis with head coach Connell Maynor. Brought to you by Datacom Solutions, Fellowship of Faith, and Huntsville Hospital. Bulldog fans, welcome to the Alabama A&M Football Review.
Good evening and welcome to the Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Connell Maynor. I'm Ted Dixie, your host. What time of year is it? It's time for the annual Magic City Classic. The 77th edition was held down in Birmingham this past weekend, Coach. And congratulations, you got another trophy.
Thank you, Ted. That was great. It was a great win, great atmosphere leading up to it all week. The tailgate was unbelievable, the bands, the parade, and then, of course, we finished off with winning the football game. Bulldogs won it 27-10.
Coach, on the motorcade from the hotel to the stadium, what was your impression?
It was great. We had the state troopers and the Birmingham police escorting us, and had a couple cars in front, and then we had the motorcycles going up, blocking off traffic, and it was a big-time environment, big-time atmosphere. And the guys enjoyed it, we enjoyed it, and it was great.
Did this game disappoint you in any way, shape, or form with the excitement of the crowd?
No, it didn't. I think if, it was like 5 or 6 rows deep walking around the stadium. And I think people don't really see those people. If those people leave from there and go up in the stands, I think the stadium would have been full all the way around because only the very top of the stadium was empty. And you got 5, 6 rows deep walking all the way around the stadium. So it was standing room only, and it was a great atmosphere. The crowds was loud, both sides, and it was a great game. And it's just a great atmosphere.
Coach, you said that when you took the Alabama A&M job, that most people told you if you won homecoming in the Classic, it would be a successful season.
Yeah, that's what they say. You win homecoming and the Classic, or win homecoming or the Classic. So we lost homecoming, but we won the Classic, and I think the Classic is the game that everybody wanted to win. So we're in good hands so far, I guess.
And we come back, we'll take a look at those first half highlights from the Bulldogs' victory in the 77th McDonald's Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola.
Hello, I'm Pastor Troy. The game of football is a lot like the game of life. You have to tackle your problems and block your fears. I just want you to know there is victory in Jesus. I want to invite you to worship with us at one of our anointed services at our Huntsville campus or our Madison campus. At the Fellowship of Faith, Jesus is exalted and the word is explained. We love Alabama A&M. Go Bulldogs!
Darryl brings new energy to the power plant. Julian's accounting is by the numbers. They're student interns from the College of Business and Public Affairs at Alabama A&M University, where marketing class connects with the community and companies come to recruit. So while Kyle strengthens his managerial skills, he's earning a business degree and experience at Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
90.9 WJAB-FM Huntsville.
100,000 watts, 24 hours a day.
Smooth jazz and cool vocals.
I'm just a prisoner of love.
I get misty just holding your hand.
90.9 WJAB.
From the campus of Alabama A&M University.
Parker is 29 and learning to communicate again. The students teaching him earn a degree with 100% job placement. But the real reward is changing a life. At Alabama A&M, it's a university where agencies actually go to recruit compassionate students who help themselves by helping others. Service is sovereignty at Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
Yo.
Thank you for watching the Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Connell Maynor. I'm Ted Dixie. Coach Maynor, 65,000 people in the stands, a partly cloudy day, about 60 degrees, but with the enthusiasm and the excitement and your team getting ready to play, what were you thinking about in the locker room before you led the Bulldogs out?
Just the team not getting too excited and settling down and just playing football, come out and play Bulldog football the way we know we can play. And that was the biggest thing, because this game is almost like a homecoming type atmosphere where you got so much other stuff going on. You want to make sure that your guys are focused. And that was my concern, that if our guys was focused and they would play well. And, we got off to a good start and got the lead, and then they tied it up right before the half on the shank punt. So I felt good about it.
And of course, Coach, with all the things that are going on outside of the stadium, was it easy to hear on the field? Is it easy to communicate with your student athletes?
Yeah, it was. It's football atmosphere. It was a great crowd, and we were just ready to play, and we can communicate with the guys. It's a little difficult, but we can get it done.
And true to Connell Maynor form, several lineup changes, several formation changes. Coach, we were thinking this is the stretch run for the season, and you have already changed your philosophy.
Well, you got to keep switching it up, especially after open week. People are going to scout you, and we go to the opening kickoff here. And that was a good return by Gary Quarles right here. LeBron Jenkins out there leading, throwing his body around. But that was a good return.
And of course, Coach, some of these students at Alabama State were recruited by our coaching staff last year, and now you get a chance to see what it's like to play against them.
Yeah, we've always been in recruiting battle with these guys. This game goes a long way to helping us get those recruits away from them and get them here and be a part of the Bulldog Nation.
And of course, Coach, we had trading drives early on in the ball game with no score. The Bulldogs will break through, but here Alabama State gets a chance in the green zone.
Yeah, but you're Bethune. That's why he has the scouts looking at him right there. He's sucking them into pulling it, and then made the tackle. That's a good hit by Dylan Hamilton right there to save a touchdown.
Dylan Hamilton, the leading tackler for the Bulldogs in the ball game with 10.
All right, and then Amari Holloway made this guy make that throw high there. He had a lot of pressure on him, and he couldn't follow through, and the ball sailed on him and forced him to a field goal attempt, and they missed it. That's what you got to do.
And of course, Coach, being that close, your defense had been on the field a little bit. We thought that maybe they would have gotten gassed early, but that didn't seem to be the case.
No, they didn't. They had a couple of plays, but our defense came up big, and then with the missed field goal, and here we go with our first down of the game. Akil Glass fires one out to David Carlisle.
Akil Glass, 17 of 30 on the day, no interceptions, 2 touchdowns, Coach, 322 yards.
Yeah, he had a great day, man. He had a great day. He played the way Akil plays. He makes good decisions, get the ball to the right guys, get it out of his hand. We only had 1 sack. Here's a quick pass to Octavius Miles here, little RPO. So Akil is playing good. He's moving the ball through the play before to Dale across the middle, and that drive stalled out. And now here's Alabama A&M. Here's a good play, stringing out the quick pass.
Alabama State like to run the screen pass or those quick screens, now screens, tunnel screens, Coach, but your defense reacted well.
Yeah, the secondary guys getting off blocks, and here's Jordan Bentley on our inside zone, cutting it back for about a 15, 20-yard gain. And we're moving. Akil Glass steps up and hit Moore.
And we'll see, hopefully, a fine catch by Xavier Moore later in the ball game.
And here's a touchdown pass right here. He gets 1 foot in. And, we've been saying all the time, this guy's a special player. He was hurt early in the season, and now he's back playing, and you can see he's an impact player.
Nathaniel Dell, 6 catches, 204 yards, 2 touchdowns, including an 81-yard touchdown that we will see later on.
Right. Again, Glass did a great job. Offensive line did a great job. Glass just stepped 1-2 to the right, got rid of it, and Dale did the rest.
Coach, you have the quarterback competition every week. Is that one of the throws that you had to make this week?
Yes. We always make that throw. We make every last one of them. We got the post from the 25-yard line, and so this gets these guys prepared for game situations.
Coach Jenkins let me in his special teams meeting, Coach, and you had a plan to stop Alabama State's potentially dangerous kickoff return unit.
Yeah, you know, you got to fly out reckless abandon on those kickoff teams and run through blocks and stay in your lanes. And that's what our guys are doing an excellent job of, staying in their lanes and corralling the guys. Alabama
State gets another opportunity, but is turned back. Dylan Hamilton with the forced fumble, Romel Fields with the recovery.
Yeah, that was a huge play in the football game. Holloway hit him and made him spin, and then Dylan finished him off and got the ball out, and then Fields recovered it.
Another great tackle
hit by Dylan Hamilton, who was the defensive player of the game, with 10 tackles, and it caused a fumble on the goal line. So, and there's another pass completion to Dale, and the glass steps up right here in the pocket, hits number 80, Xavier Moore, around with 3 people around him. Unadvised throw there in coverage, but you know, Moore wanted it better than they did.
Of course, Moore will tell you himself, Coach, he's had some difficulties this year, but that was a great catch. And here's a great catch and run, but this is the play that gets called back with a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. You know, they called a clip on Chanye. Yeah, I didn't see no clip.
Again, at halftime, the score is 7-7. You're going to the locker room. It's the 77th Magic City Classic. I guess 4 sevens. Maybe we should have bought a Powerball with the 7 in it. But, Coach, you're going into the locker room. What's on your mind?
Just seeing what adjustments we're going to make defensively. I talked to Coach Bastiani. I told him we got to keep doing what we're doing because they only scored in the first half, came on after a shank punt. And they got on like the 24-yard line or something, and we weren't able to keep them out the end zone. Then they had the other drive they had, we got a turnover on. So we felt good of what the defense was doing. We just need to continue doing what we was doing. We didn't give up any big plays, really. And so that's what we came in the game saying, if we don't give up the big play, defensively we'll be fine. And then offensively, we missed some opportunities, so we knew if we just cleaned that up, we'll be fine in the second half.
Well, Coach just said, folks, we'll take a look in the second half. And, of course, if you were at the game, you saw an outstanding performance by the marching maroon and white.
Hello, I'm Pastor Troy. The game of football is a lot like the game of life. You have to tackle your problems and block your fears. I just want you to know there is victory in Jesus. I want to invite you to worship with us at one of our anointed services at our Huntsville campus or our Madison campus. At the Fellowship of Faith, Jesus is exalted and the word is explained. We love Alabama A&M. Go Bulldogs!
Engineering and science usually look like this, but our students build race cars from the ground up, explore wind tunnels, particle accelerators, and crystal growth. Our studies in cybersecurity and rocket propulsion have tech companies like Google and SpaceX recruiting at Alabama A&M University, with one of the highest percentages of women STEM graduates in the country. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
90.9 WJAB FM Huntsville.
100,000 watts, 24 hours a day.
Smooth jazz and cool vocals.
Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you.
90.9 FM WJAB.
For the campus of Alabama A&M University.
Companies hunger for our food scientists. Here, a new generation manages our cities of tomorrow. The discovery of hardier plants, healthier animals, is growing at our research station, Alabama A&M University, where new designs and ideas are put to the test. Be a researcher in our labs, or a forestry fire dog in our fields. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
Yo.
'Welcome back to the Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Connell Maynor. I'm Ted Dixie. Coach Sebastiani told me to ratchet up, Coach, so now we got to ratchet it up. It's the second half. Bulldogs and Hornets are tied at 7. We got an opportunity to get one, Coach, and I know you want it.
Yeah, you know, this is where we've been in a couple games, and, you know, now it's time to see how we learn from our mistakes earlier and learning how to finish and learning how to win. And as you can see, the second half, I think the guys are now finally getting it, learning how to compete for 4 quarters, how to finish, and how to win football games.
And we will see an excellent finish with that, Coach. This is your opportunity to not only get your team ready to do some bigger things later, but you also got a little get back at Alabama State.
Yeah, you know, they talked a little junk, you know, and I think they kind of disrespected us a little bit. I felt our guys felt disrespected, and then the coin toss, they didn't want to shake our hands at the coin toss. So, you know, this gave us a little bit more motivation and bulletin board material to get our guys pumped up and play a little bit harder.
So, as we get ready to look at the second half highlights, Coach, we're going to watch a fine performance in the second half by Jordan Bentley. You like to say in practice he doesn't have breakaway speed, but he is yet to be caught in a football game.
Well, yeah, he don't have, you know, blazing breakaway speed from like 70, 80 yards, but from 50, you know, 40, maybe 55, 60, he can take it to the house.
He's a problem.
But you know what he did is he set that safety up. He ran right at him and made him freeze his feet, and then he just took off to the right, and then the guy had to turn, and here it is right here. And so he's running right at him. Now he breaks off to the right, and he just outruns him.
I would hope that safety's a little bit faster.
But you see that right there, he almost got him ready to go. If he did 10 more yards, he'd tackle him. That's what I'm saying.
Nevertheless, Jordan Bentley scores. The extra point is no good on this one, but the Bulldogs are up.
Right.
It was good. Excuse me. We missed one later. Here's a replay again.
Yeah, that's Jordan Bentley doing what Jordan Bentley do and give us that spark. But you know what set that up was Glass' first 2 catches. Those back shoulder throws got us going there, this opening drive of the second half. And, you know, Glass made Clash made 2 great catches to keep that drive going, and then Bentley finished it off.
And of course, the Bulldogs now up 14-7. You feel like you're in control now, Coach, and then you're going to make them pay. Another great pass and run after the catch.
Yeah, that should have been a horse collar right there. That's Tank Dell. You know, he's exciting. He's a great football player, and there was a great throw by Glass right in stride, and then we missed the field goal.
And there's another opportunity that you had in the game, Coach, where you might have kicked the field goal. What was going on in your thinking on that?
Now the kicker was kind of shook up, man. He didn't shank the punt. He missed the extra point. He missed the field goal. So I tried to trick him with the old water bucket and get the first down there. You know, we weren't on the same page. Dylan Hamilton called one play, and the guys blocked for another play.
And of course, here's another play that you worked on, a new one. And this is Gary Quarles, who you say is going to do some great things in your program.
He is. That's a great run there. That's what set up that 4th down play that we went with the water bucket. But Quarles is going to be a great football player for this program.
Of course, now the Bulldogs will take a kickoff, and here we thought we might have broken this one, Coach.
Yeah, we didn't get good blocking on that one. You know, it happens sometimes.
And of course, now another fine play to the left side. This is a great run, 81-yard touchdown by Tank Dell.
Yes, but it was the downfield blocking. The offensive lineman got the first block there, and Dell cut off of them, and then Xavier Moore finished him off with his block on the DB and really allowed Tank Dell to take it to the house, because if Moore don't get his block, here's the first block right there by the offensive line. He cut off his butt. Now Zay Moore right there gets that block at the 45-yard line, and that springs him. If Zay don't get that block, you know, we got 1st and 10 at the 50. Who knows what happens after that?
And now the Bulldogs, this is the extra point that we missed, but you're up, Coach. And now you're thinking about how can you finish Alabama State?
Yes, of course. At this point, and what was so big about that, they just got a field goal and cut it to 4 points, and so they was back in the game, and then we responded and went right back up 10, and so we're looking good now. The way the defense is playing, and now offensively we just try to, you know, slow it down. And here's a 3rd down play where we went unbalanced and caught them off guard right there, and then Akil Glass just lowered his head and got the 1st down.
Akil looks like he's going to outrun you, Coach.
I doubt it.
And here now the drive continues. That's an inside joke, folks, and it's your Monday press conference, Coach. You'll probably go into more detail about that. But now we're seeing some other names on the field now, Coach. You're going deep in your depth chart.
Yeah, of course. We're trying to, keep our guys fresh and keep the defense wore down. We got Walters running it now. There's a little power pass on third down after we kept running the ball and slipped the tight end out there, and Glass did a great job of hitting him. Now we're going back to pounding them again. Here's Walters, and we're snapping every ball with 3 seconds or less here. And now we got 25 Dollar in the game, and you see he's a hard runner. He's going to be another great runner. Him and Coors will be Bentley and Walters here in the future.
Interesting formation, Coach, the double H-back.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we got the two, we call it hammer. And then we slip them out in the flats here. They think we're going to run it one more time, and we slip it out there with a little power pass and get in for the touchdown, and they go ahead and score to kind of seal the deal.
Joseph Burke with a 9-yard touchdown catch here. Fine job of getting in the end zone.
Oh, yeah, he finished it off and took a licking, but he knew he was going to get it, but he wanted that touchdown to seal the deal, and he got it, and there's a big-time play by his part, and it killed Glass.
Coach, what does this victory mean for your seniors?
Man, it means that they get to come back to the Classic the rest of their life and say, in 2018, my senior year, we won the Classic, 27-10, and we was the start of the turnaround of the program. They can say, hopefully, they was part of the first winning season in 6 years, and what got the program and the ball rolling.
And the Bulldogs will have a chance to increase the win total coming up next. The University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. That's this Saturday. The kickoff is scheduled for 2:30 p.m., which means the pregame show may be heard at 2 o'clock on 90.9 FM at WJAB. Again, Coach, what are you thinking about Pine Bluff?
Oh, well, Pine Bluff only have one win, but they're a much better football team than that. This past weekend, they played Grambling 38-38 in regulation. They had to go in overtime, and Grambling beat them in overtime. So, what I always say is respect all and fear none. And, we're going to respect them. We're going to get prepared to play, and we're not going to fear them. We know they got a much improved football team, and we can't just go in there thinking we're going to show up and win the football game. We have to be prepared. We have to play the way we've been playing so far this year.
And, of course, we had several defensive standouts. Yurick Bethune with a sack, Marcus Cushney with 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss for the Bulldog defense, Coach. Fine job by you. When we come back, we'll have a good look at what the Bulldogs are going to do in Pine Bluff, Arkansas this weekend against the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff here on the Alabama A&M Football Review.
Hello, I'm Pastor Troy. The game of football is a lot like the game of life. You have to tackle your problems and block your fears. I just want you to know there is victory in Jesus. I want to invite you to worship with us at one of our anointed services at our Huntsville campus or our Madison campus. At the Fellowship of Faith, Jesus is exalted and the word is explained. We love Alabama A&M. Go Bulldogs!
Darryl brings new energy to the power plant. Julian's accounting is by the numbers. They're student interns from the College of Business and Public Affairs at Alabama A&M University, where marketing class connects with the community and companies come to recruit. So while Kyle strengthens his managerial skills, he's earning a business degree and experience at Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
90.9 WJAB FM Huntsville.
100,000 watts, 24 hours a day.
Smooth jazz and cool vocals.
And the home of mellow madness till midnight.
You bring me joy.
90.9 WJAB.
From the campus of Alabama A&M University.
Yo.
Thank you for watching the Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Connell Maynor. I'm Ted Dixie. The Bulldogs are victorious in the 77th McDonald's Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola, 27-10. Coach, you're getting ready to play the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. We already know how the Eastern Division of the Southwestern Athletic Conference is going to shake out. Alcorn State leads, and if they win this week, they will win the Eastern Division. However, Coach, you have a very big game in front of you for you and your program.
Yeah, we do. And like we said before, we just have to continue controlling what we can control, and that's the next football game and win and see how the chips may fall. You know, we need some help, and we need Alcorn to lose, of course. And that'll put it back in the three-way tie if Alabama State continues to win. We're always having 2 losses, but we got to go down and take care of business, do what we do, and we know it's going to be a tough game playing at their place. They just proved that they could play with anybody in this conference, playing Grambling, and needing overtime to get that W for Grambling. So we'll be prepared. We'll watch the tape, see what we need to do offensively, defensively, and the guys be prepared.
On the road again, Coach. Of the last 3 games, 2 of them will be on the road.
Yep, headed back to the road. We had a 4-week span there, and then we got back to sleep in our own beds a little bit, but now we're going back on the road again, 2 of the last 3. So we're used to it, and we did 4 in a row, so 2 out of 3 is not bad.
We'll take that. And then, of course, if you would like to talk to Coach Maynor in person, come on out to Applebee's on North Memorial Parkway Monday night, 6 o'clock p.m. for Bulldog Talk. You can ask Coach a question, and he might give you an answer. But, Coach, I know you have a mic-dropping answer for Alabama State.
Well, yeah, you know, I told those guys at the press conference and the luncheon, same thing, make you laugh or make you cry. And I think that's what happened during the game. And, you know, they was pretty disrespectful the whole time. And, you know, we try not to play into that and let our talking be done on the football field, and that's what we did.
And again, so congratulations again, Coach. Your first of many to come victories in the Magic City Classic. Thank you so much for watching. We'll join you next week when we talk about another Bulldog victory right here on the Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Connell Maynor.